I run into a monkey! Welcome back to more Sonic Adventure. Today's part, we're going to be tackling some more Sonic stages. We're also going to see the Void.
The train headed for the
There's a little bit of back and forth between Station Square and the Mystic Ruins for Sonic. It's actually a lot of back and forth. You'd be surprised by how much back and forth there is. Or maybe you wouldn't be. So this is a fun little thing about the Mystic Ruins that even my friend Alti was surprised by. We have now entered Angel Island. I say that my friend Alti was surprised by. She was surprised by this, like, fucking years ago. Like, years ago. When I said this. That Angel Island wasn't the tiny spot with the Master Emerald on it, and was the entire section right here. Which, to be fair, the game doesn't really establish that very well. Because the Mystic Ruins always has Angel Island right on it, so... yeah. But, yeah. Technically speaking, this is the same Ice Cap Zone from Sonic 3. And I'm gonna sequence break. Alright, we've cleared the first section of Ice Cap. Wasn't that fun? Wasn't that great? Well, that's not really a sequence break, unfortunately. I thought it'd be cute in sequence break again, but eh. Woo. Well, hold on. I want the rings. Why not, right? I mean, 10 more rings is 10 more rings to an extra life. Don't hold on to these icicles for too long, or else you'll slip off. This is fun. Be sure not to fall off the side there. Ice Cap Zone can be incredibly fast or incredibly slow, depending on how used you are to this area. But it is pretty fun to go real fast in. As you can see, I'm done with the second section. And the third section is just good fun. Also has one of my favorite songs in the game. This is Be Cool, Be Wild, Be Groovy, and it is a banger of a song. For a real fun moment. There's nothing real big or, like, difficult or anything about this section. Nothing real, like, challenging either. It's just kind of fun to snowboard around in. Here's another fun fact about this song. I have this set as my fucking phone alarm. This is what I wake up to every morning. And by every morning, I mean every, like, afternoon, evening, because I have the sleep schedule of a fucking gargoyle. Oh. Oh, I didn't make it on the ramp. Oh well. Ooh, I'm sliding on this section. You can get hit by those bombers, by the way. Yes, made it on there. This actually does become a bit of a challenge when you play the Tails mission, because Tails' missions are races. And you have to race on the snowboard section specifically for Ice Cap. Okay, please. That was slow. Alright then. And we got the emerald. We spent more time on the snowboard than we did in the actual game. Or the actual rest of the level.
Yeah, not bad.
This can be a slow stage, again. Like, if you don't know how to go about this stage, it can be a bit slow. But you can skip big chunks of it, if you know what you're doing. And I like that. Anyway, I'm gonna run up the ceiling. Well, I thought I was going to, but I guess Sonic wasn't feeling it today. That's fine. Woo!
What's up, Knuckles?
And Knuckles the Echidna. I should probably do the Knuckles run of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. That is technically its own experience. Knuckles has his own story mode in that game, and I need to touch it. I need to touch it for that game, because it's kind of important. Maybe, you know what? Oh, I love that. Oh shit, he blocked me.
Give it your bet. Oh no.
Give it your bet. Oh no. Maybe when I do Sonic 4, I'll do 3 and Knuckles beforehand as Knuckles. It depends on how it goes. Considering how short those games are, it might not be a bad idea to do another, like, classic Sonic-a-thon, like I did with the Origins collection. Probably end it on Mania, and not Superstars, because fucking Superstars is... I like Superstars' levels. I just fucking hate the boss fights. They're the worst. Oh, they're so bad.
Now I have 4 lovely emeralds. Chaos.
Stretching. Oh, Chaos, you look a little different, buddy.
These are for you, my friend.
Oh, now you look even more different.
Look, he transformed again.
Man, no one ever cuts us any slack.
No kidding. But here we come to a boss fight that I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little sick of. Chaos 4. Chaos 4 is a boss fight that just lasts too long. You have to wait for the boss to become available to hit, which he'll only do after a period of time. And that's all there is to it. One thing to note about the arena that we're in, you don't want to stay in the water for too long. Oh, he's using this attack now? Okay. That is a rare attack. He does not do that too often. But yeah, you don't want to stay in the water for too long because Chaos, I guess, has infected the water. And if you're standing in the water for too long, you will take damage. But what sucks about this boss fight is that you gotta fight it, I'm not joking, 3 fucking times in the game. Because Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles all fight this guy. And I believe they all have varying health bars. I believe Tails has the smallest health bar to deal with, Knuckles has the largest, Sonic is right in the middle. But I could be wrong about that. Could you maybe, like, get out of the water? Today, please, sir? Thank you.
Hey, I'll take it you some other time.
Oh, interesting. It looks like the water's cleared up after... Yeah, the water's cleared up after Chaos is out of that. Oh, I've never noticed that detail. That's actually kind of neat. Ooh. Snapping my fingers, and by snapping I mean popping them, because that's fun. We are gonna run into another section, kind of like a set of sections that are very similar, are gonna look very familiar after you finish this stage. Words are hard. After you finish Sonic's story, you'll do Tails' story, and you'll discover, wow, Tails goes through a lot of the same shit as Sonic.
Until we meet again.
And that makes sense because Sonic and Tails are together for a lot of this story. But it does mean it gets a little repetitive, and we're about to hit another thing that, well, we're gonna have to do as both characters. And that'll be,
Can't let him get away.
at least in one instance, shortly followed up by having to do another thing as both characters.
You guys go. I have some unfinished business to take care of. No problem, Knuckles. We'll take care of everything here.
Come on, let's get going.
Yeah! I can now play with Knuckles. That's so many people's wet dreams.
Sonic, wait here for a second.
Alright. 1. This is a long-ass second. I do love that Tails has this runway.
Sonic, hop in.
I like that the tornado is a consistent aspect of the franchise. It's kind of minor, but I just like it. I like having planes. I like that it's still consistently Sonic's plane, except for in Sonic 4 Episode 2, where they lie and say that it's Tails'. The Tornado 2 is Tails' plane. The Tornado 1 is Sonic's. And interestingly enough, Tornado 1 gets the most amount of love. Fun fact, by the way, look at Sonic and Tails, mostly Sonic. This is his, I believe, his Sonic R model. Or it might be a modified classic model in general. Maybe Sonic Jam. It might be Sonic Jam, honestly. Either way, this is classic Sonic, and also classic Tails. The tornado sections in this game I don't really care too much about. I think they're cute, but eh. You press any, I guess any of the 3 face buttons between X, A, and B to shoot your machine gun blaster, and you hold it down and aim with the target reticle, and you'll lock on to enemies, and then you'll let go of the button to fire missiles at them. I believe in order to get an emblem, you have to get a higher score, or specifically a high score in this stage, for all of the runs. And I'm just, no thank you. Again, not gonna go for the emblems in this game. Don't care about it. Don't care one bit about the emblems in this game. I have no desire for them. Actually, this is I guess this is, since we're going to be stuck here for a while, this is a good time to have a little fun fact. This stage had a boss fight in it that was cut from release, but I believe the files are still in the game. It's a big robotic dragon.
Way to go, Tails!
Yeah, this is a classic Sonic and classic Tails models. But it was a big robotic dragon that you had to fight while flying around. And it has really cool animations, but it was cut from the game, and I think that's a real shame. You get an emblem for completing the stage no matter what, so, but there's a high score emblem as well, so, you know, again, don't care. Oh, and time for a noise that gets way worse in ports of the game. That noise gets so loud and high-pitched, it's such a pain.
Tails!
Oh, I also think something happens to Sonic's
You're not
model
who
in
I'm
this
looking
section.
for?
Yep.
I wonder if he's
The
okay.
pupil just fucking slot machined. I've played this game too much. I love it too much. Is there such a thing as loving a game too much? Depends on the game. If you love Jak 2, yes, that is too much. For example,
Long time no see.
any amount of love for Jak 2 is too much love. Ooh, that was targeted, and with no prompting whatsoever.
Listen, this birdie seems to be in trouble, so you need to be his bodyguard for a while.
You must be kidding!
If you don't, we're just gonna tag along anyway.
Well, excuse me while I make this canon. Sonic specifically goes all around the sidewalk. For some reason. In the Amy version of that cutscene, Sonic goes, "No way! And just runs along the sidewalk. He's gonna be a good Samaritan. And again, to make this canon. There we go, we gotta walk from that direction. No point in me doing either of those things, by the way. I'm just being silly for the sake of it.
No problem. He's just a chunk of cheesy hardware.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Oh, now what?
Oh yeah, something I completely forgot to mention about the upgrades in this game is that almost all of them are visual, and they are permanently on your characters, so I just think that's a cute little detail. You're gonna see it a lot more in Sonic Adventure 2, because boy does that game have a lot of upgrades.
That girl is such a pain.
But I do like how they're represented by being equipped onto the character physically. Later games, and by later games I mainly mean Sonic Unleashed, don't do that. They don't make any visual difference. I think that's a bit of a shame, but also, you know, we're at a point where you don't really need upgrades in Sonic games. Ow! You were still alive, you bastard? Well, come on and fight me. Come on, get me, bitch. There's no red car. I guess I'll go with the blue one, since it matches the colors. Woo! Oh, here's another Sonic 3D Blast song, Panic Puppet Zone. Squash. Squash. Ah! The more you... Fuck. The more rings you have, the faster you'll go. What happened? No! I fell through the floor! Ow. What is going on here? I fell through the floor again? This place is cursed. This place is hella cursed. Where's the last guy again? I want to get rid of him so that I don't get cursed. Okay? Let's just... Please? Thank you? What is going on with this stage right now? I've never had this kind of issue. I guess this is what happens when I start recording. Whoa! Bam, bam, bam. Oof. Okay. In order to make sharp turns, avoid those guys because they'll hit you and get rid of your rings no matter what you do. Unless you run into them like that. Never mind. Fuck me, I guess. Let go of the gas in order to do sharp turns. Yeah. I should show off the minigame that plays after this, shouldn't I? Just for the sake of being cute. But then again, why should I show off the minigame if it's gonna make me fall through the floor? Woo! Roller coasters. This was also, I believe, a beta track for Sonic 3D Blast. There we go. That's a big skip. And I run into a monkey! There we go. There's another big skip. Uh-oh! Do ba da 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 ba da 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 ba da da ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da. This stage can be a lot longer than this if you're not a god gamer like me. Yeah. I totally didn't run into a monkey. Hey, that arch, sturdy. I had to check it to make sure it wouldn't fall on any unsuspecting patrons. It's clear. It's good.
Yeah, not bad.
Welcome to Twinkle Park.
Oh, shoot! I've lost Amy. I bet that robot hauled butt after her. I'd better catch her before it does.
No. No, I was debating on doing that for the sake of being silly, but I'll get a move on. I'll get a move on. I don't know why I went over there first. Ooh, but we're about to hit one of my favorite stages in the game. Actually, I think I will say it is my favorite stage of the game. ID check. End of the elevator. Speed Highway. This is a good stage. This was in Generations. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Well, what happened? That was a glitch. It fell through the floor again. Can you believe it? Woo! Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. Now, every time I try this, I fall off like it dunks. Except for today, baby! Yes! I love this stage, though. It's fun. It's just high-speed fun. Even if there are speed shoes all over the place. You could go to, like, every speed shoe in this fucking level and not hear the main theme of the stage because it's just speed shoes. Uh-oh! All according to plan. But yeah, you can go from essentially speed shoe to speed shoe. See what I mean? There are speed shoes just all over the place. I avoided the first one that's like early on in the stage, but yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't make it. Sonic, please, why did you fail to get the momentum you needed? Oh well. I missed out on a skip. Oh well. Who cares? That bomb was a little delayed, but okay. Oh, here's another iconic set piece. Going down. Speed shoe highway again. There's no point in getting those speed shoes, by the way. They do nothing. You don't move any faster. I almost got that without running into an obstacle, but who cares? And ironically, my favorite section of the stage. I love At Dawn, which is also the name of this track. This is such a fun, this is such a fun, charming little section of the level that you spend more time in as Knuckles. Dong. You know, it's also honestly a shame that the closest sort of representation At Dawn gets in Generations is one mission that coincidentally takes place at dawn. But nothing about this section of the stage otherwise is referenced at all, and I think that's a massive wasted opportunity. Ugh. Ugh, fire hydrant. Ugh. Oh yeah, I completely forgot. There's a strike, an actual worker strike happening for the train, and that's why it doesn't run for a chunk of time, which I think is such a neat detail. But it's for workers that deserve better pay, and you know what?
Can you be?
Fuck yeah.
Sonic!
They do deserve better pay. But also, some people are separated as a result of that, and that kinda does suck, so, you know. Anyway, the strike's over. And for some reason, we take the train instead of running after him. I get that this is just for the sake of transitions. But it's still very silly. A fun thing about SADX is that it changes the models of most characters to be a bit more detailed. But certain characters like Zero, Gamma, and Big, I believe, don't get any changes. And it's funny for Zero, because in Zero's case, that Amy is part of his model. Meaning that Amy goes back to her SA1, or Dreamcast look in the GameCube release. Which is just silly.
Stop!
Sonic, help me!
Shoot! I've lost her again!
You know what? This is a great time to end it here. We did pretty good this part. As a matter of fact, I think we'll only need to take like 2 more parts in order to beat Sonic's story. I think we'll be able to get this done pretty fast, which is remarkable. I will see you guys in the next part, where we will complete another chunk of stages and probably board the egg carrier. I'll see you guys then.